So what we got going on today, Najee?
Today, we're pulling up on a very special friend. This gentleman changed my life. Literally changed my life. He cool, one of the coolest dudes I ever met. He believed in me when probably nobody did. So, you know, I always tell people when people take care of you, no matter how much time spent with them or anything like that, you always gotta look back out for them. So I'm finna pull up on the homie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get to meet the reason behind me and my daughter's great relationship. The reason why I'm the man I am today. You know what I'm talking about? And we just gonna have some fun, you know, kick shit. I always like to pull up on him. I always tell him a little something. Send him a text talking about something. Me and my daughter did this, me and my daughter did that. Y'all gonna get to meet the man, you know, that helped me become the dad I am today. And it's a good feeling. And a lot of you men out there, a lot of you single fathers out there, y'all should really take note of what's going on in front of you. Like, a lot of men out there are scared to go to the courthouse, shit like that. I put myself on papers. Sometimes you gotta put yourself on papers to get the better reaction, but y'all scared of the court. And through this situation, arguing my BM, whoopty whoop, all this shit, court dates and child support and mediations and all type of fuck shit. One thing I learned is most of you niggas don't want to go out there and put yourself on papers because y'all really not doing shit. Y'all really know when y'all go to court, y'all BM finna spray y'all about something. So y'all don't wanna, y'all avoid that. So, you know, my lawyer, Adrian Acosta, coolest motherfucking lawyer on the planet, motherfucking pit bull with no leash, motherfucker, hey, this guy right here is a dog. Adrian taught me how to be a real man, though. You know what I'm saying? He taught me how to put all that pride to the side. He always taught me, you know, he always told me, like, sometimes you gotta take an L to get what you want. You gotta take the L. So I listened to him, you know what I'm saying? I really cherished what he told me because I know it came from a good heart. And when I did what he told me to do, I already had my shit lined up. You feel me? You could ask Adrian when you DM him. I'm gonna put his on there, at Adrian Acosta. But you could ask him. I got every receipt, fucking doctor's visit, school sign up, extracurricular activity, shots report. I had all that in my briefcase. So I was ready. I just didn't know I should go to court by myself. And a lot of you niggas should do that, cause I be talking to a lot of you guys behind the chair. And a lot of dudes be like, oh man, I do X, Y, Z for my kid. And yet the baby mama da-da-da. And I tell them, I be like, oh, you going to court? Nah, I don't want to do that. I seen my daughter cry many, many nights. Just cause she just wanted to see me and her mom happy. And even though you could put up a front, the kids feel when you faking the phone. So what I recommend everybody out there, you feel me? If you really, 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 really care about your child, or if you really, really want to change the relationship you have with your BM or whatever the case, dig deep, because it's not easy, bro. I had to look in the mirror many days, and there's a lot of days that I said, nigga, it's not you, it's her. Fuck that bitch. But now the older I get and the more happy I see my daughter, it wasn't her, it wasn't me, it was us. But I'm the man in this whole situation, so I'm supposed to lead the wave. I don't care, I get the whole women feminist movement going on, yeah, fuck all that. I don't really give a fuck about none of that, I'm old school. The man is supposed to control the situation when he sees the shit getting out of hand. His head. If I'm making my baby mother believe like she ain't shit, that she's worthless, what kind of mother is she gonna be to my daughter? So, getting to this point is major, because I ain't never think I was gonna be here, to be honest with you. And I used to tell that to Adrian. I used to always tell Adrian, nigga, I ain't never gonna be this bitch's friend. I ain't never gonna fuck with this bitch again. He used to always tell me, bro, you can't think like that. You can't think like that. Your daughter's gonna start to notice. And the day my daughter started to notice, that's when I started opening my eyes like, oh shit. maybe my approach is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's just how we rock, man. Like, that's why I recommend every man out there, man. Y'all go ahead and just keep trying to beat y'all chest, because eventually you're gonna walk yourself into a problem you can't get out of. Bro, to everybody out there, and bitch, don't take my advice if you ain't handling business. I only rock with Spartan type niggas. So if you ain't handling your business with your kid, fuck you, okay? The women out here have every right to dog you the fuck out. But now let's get back to the real aspects of it. If you taking care of your business and you feel like you're being undervalued as a man, you are a fucking idiot if you don't take yourself to court and get things done the right way. Taking yourself to court is almost like putting insurance on a car. And bitch, you wouldn't drive a Ferrari off the lot without insuring it. So you need to insure your relationship with your child. You need to make sure it's on paper, on wax, so that shit don't happen to you again. Because if it's not on paper, the mother can do whatever she wants. I talk to a lot of single dads, bro. A lot of single fathers out there. And I ask them this one question and they always tell me the same thing. Nah, I don't like that. No, me and my baby mother, we don't have to do that. She told me she would never do that to me. If you do come to Adrian, don't come over here on that bullshit talking about you know me. Nigga, I promise you, I will spray your ass. Don't hit up my lawyer. Don't hit up my lawyer. That's my lawyer. Unless you got your shit together, nigga. We Spartans over here. All right? So get your eggs in a row before you hit my nigga up. Let's go meet Adrian, man. Hey, I love this nigga, man. I love him. There he is. There's my guy. There's my guy. There he is. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Sorry to show you the building around so you came through with the energy.
Everybody, this is Adrian Acosta right here. I just want you guys to meet the man behind the lifestyle. This guy right here, super lawyer, South Florida, all right? Super lawyer, South Florida. Don't mess with my guy. This is a pit bull right here. He gets things done, all right? I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good. My name is Adrian Acosta. I'm a family law attorney, criminal defense, and landlord-tenant attorney. I've been doing this for about over 5 years. I love what I do. I help out clients during their darkest times, and I try to get results in any way I can.
Want coffee or water? Nice. Man.
Yeah, it's awesome. How you been?
Awesome. That's amazing. Courts is about getting the other party's emotions going. And one thing that he helped me with tremendously is keeping my levels. I don't know if it was me being a football player or whatnot, but I would go from 0 to 100 real quick. And one day in mediation, they were getting me. Her lawyer was really striking my nerves, and nothing he was saying was working. And he pulled me to the side, and he's like, "Do you want me to win?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Well, shut the up." And I looked and I said, "I fuck with this guy. I'm gonna shut up." While he's here, I'm gonna be quiet. But when he leave, I will keep talking. But it's way more than just being a lawyer here. It really made me feel like family.
When you said Adrian made you feel like family, can you just elaborate that a little bit more so that, you know, people who might not have had the same experiences can kind of walk in your shoes for a second?
When I say family, there's like two major keys that always pop out to me with him. And the first things first is most professionals do it for the money. And I could genuinely feel that he wasn't doing it for the money. He really cared about my daughter, my situation. He was asking me personal questions about the back end, not just the case. It was never about the case. It was, but it was always about how am I gonna change me for my case to get better. And that's an approach that I had never heard from a lawyer. It wasn't really about the case. It was, okay, this is what's going on now, but this is what I need you to do so that we can make these things better. Not just, oh, what dirt do you have on her, this, that. It was never, me and Adrian and anybody that knows my baby mother, they could ask. Not one mediation, not one court date did we ever speak about my baby mother. Everything was just about me and my daughter and the progression of my life. So that wraps into my second point too, because Adrian gave me advice and mentorship as if he was my family member. I was seeking questions to him that I was trying to ask my uncle, my brother, family, like close people, and nobody would help me. And I met him on some humbug shit, and here he is helping me with everything I need help with in my life. You know, I think I even texted him and told him sometimes I feel like my dad was talking through him, because everything he told me to do is just on point. And that always made me feel like welcome. He always made sure that I knew I could call him whenever I wanted to. Whenever I wanted to. Not just, I could call him whenever about anything. And he had my best interests. Sometimes random people show you what the definition of family is. So he had my back more than my mom did, more than my sisters, more than anybody in my family. So he's family. He's gang. He ain't got no reason. He ain't got no choice but to be stuck with me. Might get a birthday gift this year and a Christmas present.
And if you had to tell somebody else that's going through a similar situation, what are some of the first steps that you would tell them to take in order to put themselves in the best position to be in their kid's life?
First and foremost, this is probably the biggest problem I have. This is probably what Adrian dropped out of my life the most, and that would be drop the pride, drop the tough guy shit. That'll probably mess you up more than anything. Two would be stop listening to people around you that are not in your situation. A lot of the people at first that were giving me advice did not have a kid, didn't have a baby mother, but yet they're amping me. They're just adding fuel to that fire. Oh, you gonna let that talk about you like that? And it's like, hold up, bro. Once I step back, it's like, hold up, bro. You ain't even a dad. Like, you don't even know what I'm going through. And I think a lot of us need to realize, like, now, after my situation, I see why they tell people to keep family matters in-house. Because, and it's not even about people knowing your business. It's about people who get you in a fucked up path. Because they don't know your business and they don't know what a lot of people didn't know that even though I had a lot of resentment toward my baby mother, the goal was always for both of us to be happy and be able to like take my kid to Disney but not be together, and still have those birthday parties where we're all together. So even though that's what I wanted, the energy I was putting out trying to be a tough guy, listening to everybody else, that shit was never gonna happen. So I would have to say those would be the two things that kind of I would take away from this. Like, if you're going through the situation, and three, like I said earlier, if you handling what you gotta handle, if you're doing what you gotta do, and if you believe in yourself,
So since meeting Adrian, how has that benefited the relationship of you and your daughter?
Well, when me and Adrian first got together as client, lawyer, I only got my daughter Monday through Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Now I get my daughter Monday through Wednesday overnights.
Gotta go. Let's go. Gotta get to the shop.
This is the first year that I ever even had a Father's Day. I never, and my daughter's 5 now. So for 4 years, I never got a Father's Day, no Christmas, no nothing. So mentally, it feels a lot better because I used to feel like I was doing so much for her, but I wasn't even getting to see it. You know what I'm saying? So how did going to Adrian help? Because now I have sanity, now I have like structure. I don't have to rush with my time. I know there's a bunch of dudes out there because one of my friends that I actually referred Adrian to, he had a similar schedule. He would get from 4 to 6, 4 to 7. And when you live like that, it's anxiety because it's like, we gotta get here and do this, because I gotta drop you right back off. And now I don't have that no more. Now it's like, hey, we at the movies. I get to finish the movie this time. Like, yo, we at the bounce house with it? We at the bounce, we in this bitch till it closes. So, man, the impact is, and it's made me, I have more energy for life now too because my kid is way more happier and I'm more happy. So I got a little bit more energy for life. That shit was depressing. That shit was depressing.
You could tell Adrian one thing, what would it be?
If I could tell Adrian one thing, it would be there needs to be more lawyers, more people like you. There just really isn't too many genuine people like that out there no more. And I'm blessed. And this is a testament to being a good person in life and how life comes back in a full circle. Me and Chaz were good friends in middle school and high school. And Chaz saw what I was going through on Instagram and stuff like that. My cousin told Chaz about it in person and Chaz linked me with Adrian. Now, this is why you don't break bridges. Me being cool with Chaz and me being friends with Chaz and Chaz believing in me as a person, because he knows me and knows my morality and ethics, led me to get Adrian. And when I say, and this is not just lawyers, this goes for all professionals, Adrian's a class act. He is, like I said here, sometimes I feel like I'm talking to my dad. Like, he really puts it in a way that anybody could understand and anybody could absorb the information. And when I say he gives some of the best advice ever, like I said, I hit him up still to this day just to talk to him, just to hear if he has any new updates. He's always energetic about life. If you follow him on IG, this man is a DJ on the side. Like, he's just a great person. Like, and what I would say to Adrian is, don't ever change, bro. You figured out a way to be a great person in a shark-like industry, and you're gonna be very successful one day. And you're gonna be, well, you already are successful, but you're gonna see even more success. Like, the sky is the limit for you, because when you're a good person, you have no boundaries. You could link up with anybody. You could bring happiness to anybody's life. There's not been one time I've been scrolling on IG and have not seen Adrian with a smile on his face. There wasn't one time in court. I walked into court, I used to be so scared. Literally sweat marks everywhere, just dripping sweat. He always made me feel calm. And we need more people like that. Like, when I say he is everything South Florida isn't, He is everything South Florida isn't. Like, he is the super lawyer. If you are having any kind of troubles, it's really no way to explain the peace of mind that I could tell you that this man has given me. I just know by the joy I see in my daughter's eyes. But if you're out there, I know there's a lot of people on my Instagram and stuff like that that are single dads. Follow my dog on Instagram, and I promise you, just from his lifestyle alone, you gonna fuck with him. You gonna fuck with Buddy. You gonna rock with him. And if you're going through the same situation I'm going through, yeah, you need to come through. You need to just go ahead and experience the experience for yourself. It's almost like a good restaurant. I could tell you as much as I want how good the steak is. Your mouth ain't gonna water till that bitch sit right there in front of you. So just come down and sit down and see if he can help you with your problems, because I'm sure he can.
She's like, what is it? Bro, she had a baseball bat and a whole ass fillet knife there. And the cop's like, can you put it down? Like, we just, you know, you put it down. The cop ends up putting a gun on her, so like the situation escalates. I'm just like, I'm just trying to look at the property. Like, here's my card. Like, here's my card. Like, you know, like, call me. Nothing to do with you. You guys are paying rent. We're good. And then I just really, I saw a lot of things. I saw one, how bad of a drug problem it is down south. Two, with the whole climate right now, with the way we are, like, cops are getting a really shitty rap right now, and the shit that they have to go through right now, it's just like ridiculous. Not all of them are bad, bro. Like, they're doing a job, and like these people go to war every day. Like one of the properties, like, somebody got murdered here like a week ago. Somebody was shot up here and walked out of here bleeding, and it was almost an attempted murder. I was just like, wow. One, I realized how lucky I am to live the life that I do, and two, like, cops really got a bad rap right now. It's just like,
let me ask you, because I was telling them how you helped me a lot with stress management and stuff like that.
The counselor at Law Park.
How do you do it, man? How do you stay so energetic, happy?
If you realize that the energy that you put out is contagious, you'll realize that that's the most important thing, right? Nobody wants to be around a dark cloud. So if I'm there spewing negative energy at you, you're never gonna want to talk to me, or never gonna want to hang out with me, right? Two, like, I'm coming from a place of experience, and this is, I get this all the time. They're like, Adrian, like, how do you give all this, you know, guidance and wisdom or whatever, and you don't even have children? I'm like, I do have children. They're called my clients. I have 40 of them. I have to take care of them every day and make sure they're all right. You know, not to the point where they're fed and maintained, but, you know, like, I have to communicate to see where their headspace is at.
I told you guys.
And the most important thing is, the biggest complaint about clients with attorneys is that they never respond, and like you know, it's a double-edged sword, because I give all my cell phone to certain people, and then it's just like, I need me time, I need Adrian time to recharge, you know. But at the same time, like, I know that there's situations wherein you want to find solace, and like, if you don't reach out to me, then you can go down that rabbit hole of, oh my god, and this, and then you're gonna make a really bad decision. Like, it's another saying of mine where I tell people I'm the worst attorney in the world, right? Because I'm like, call me before you think about doing something stupid, so that way you don't need me. And then you don't have to call me later on, right? So it's like free advice.
And that actually is, I told you guys, my man picks up the phone no matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
my goal is 24 hours max, because I still have to go to court and do something, but like, I'll text you, or luckily now I got Julio to hold the fort down and I can relay messages to him. But the client communications is what adds value, right? Like customer service. So no client wants to be fighting through a receptionist, then through a paralegal, and then speak to the attorney. It's annoying. At the same time, the practice of law and the way that billing goes down has kind of been jaded, in the sense that all the firms want to bill like 0.5, 0.2, point this for email, phone calls. Like, I don't bill. I can make enough money on not billing for that. I bill for research, writing, time in court. I don't like to do emails. All that's petty, right? That also, it also gets to the point where I do have to check my clients and say, hey, I have other clients I need to attend to. I need you to understand where I'm coming from, where I have a lot of stuff. Like today, it's Monday. I call it the Monday Scaries, right? All the stuff from the weekend is flowing. It's just here, right? So I eat up most of my day like talking to them, and then I wait and I pray for the afternoon to come when the phones die down, when then I can do the real work and then start chomping away at like motions, emails, all that stuff, and making sure that my system is running, you know, at full tilt. So it's very important, because the way that I practice can change the mentality for clients as to the way that they visualize lawyers, right? So like, not all lawyers are sharks.
That's literally the same. Those are the same words I was telling them earlier.
I'm trying to break that mold.
I said Adrian is he's asked me what would be one thing you want to tell Adrian, and it's that you're not a shark.
Yeah.
Like, I love that about you, that you heard my story, you believed in me, and then you also guided me in a way to make me better.
No, you won me over. It's not all that. You won me over when you came through with that huge briefcase, super organized. And I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, oh, this is the client I can deal with.
For sure.
He knows what he's doing, and he's got it front to back. And it makes my life easier. So like, I didn't have to hound you to get me this stuff because you already had it there, you know? Which makes my life easier, because when you do the work, and when my clients are organized, that makes me more organized, because I'm OCD as hell, as you can tell.
Appreciate it.
So that I get to pick, at the end of the day, I get to pick and choose who do I get to go on the journey with, you know?
Yeah.
To me, it's not about the money. Prime example, COVID right now. Like, I probably got $36,000 in the street. I'm not hounding any of my clients for money. What do? I think outside of the box. I'll either get a little side gig, or right now just ride the wave. Like, I had some really good months, January and February, and then we went to lockdown. I'm like, this is great. Like, it could have come at a better time. Like, for me, at least, thank God, because 2019 I had a crappy year. But there's a lot of life lessons that I learned in that. So what do? You know, that shows rapport with my clients, where I'm not gonna withdraw. I'm like, pay me or I'm gonna withdraw. Like, that's half of the law firms, or 3/4 of the law firms probably did that. I just stuck it through. I'm like, look, let's get past this. Let's close it out. Pay me what you want. Don't worry about it. Like, this is the time. I don't expect it all, like, ruin your credit or anything like that. I'm okay. My goal is keep your overhead low, your expenses low, and everything else will come into play.
And for those of you guys that think he's lying, he's actually talking to somebody. I still do owe my man Adrian here some money, but like I told Adrian, he's very reasonable. So although I owe him money through the pandemic, as we're gonna talk about, I also was able to lock down my own spot. He knows my situation, coming from hardship, stuff like that. I was able to lock down my spot, put my daughter back in school, get everything handled. My daughter is 100% taken care of, and my baby mother has officially moved back. So on both ends, on both sides of the family.
Not to mention that you've forged a good relationship with the mother of your child, because you've been able to get your ego out of this and look at the big picture, which is what a lot of clients don't understand. And you can zoom in on my face on this, especially those people that have children. Don't have this mindset that this goes away when my child turns 18. This is you guys are a team for life. Whatever happened with your relationship with the mother or the father of your children, it happened, but you guys have to think big picture. Because when your child graduates high school, who's gonna be there? Mom and dad. When your child goes to college and graduates, who's gonna be there? Mom and dad. When you guys go and get married, and who's gonna be at the hospital when mom and dad turn to grandma and grandpa?
Yeah, mom and dad.
Mom and dad. So if you can start using that mindset, you're gonna realize that seeing the biggest picture is gonna be the best way for you. Because at the end of the day, if you guys fight, the only person that loses is the child. So that's the best bit of wisdom I can give, for sure, for anybody who's going through this situation.
And with that being said, I would like to thank Adrian for everything he's done with me in my life. And I would also like to send a special shout out to my baby mother, because as he said, it took a lot of him telling me that to realize that most of the situation that I'm in is also my fault, because of my ego or my relentless efforts to try to compete. And one thing he taught me is this is not a competition. Exactly. It's not a competition. This is supposed to be strictly for your daughter. And I really appreciate him for opening my eyes to that. because being a football player, stuff like that, you get a little bit ahead of yourself. So with that being said, I would like to apologize to my baby mother. You know, we both went through a lot of hell these past couple of years. But now that you're back, hopefully we're friends forever.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a mindset you can't say hopefully. You have to say a certain.
We will definitely be friends forever.
You have to speak it out into the universe.
With that,
Come here.
my friend,
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I got something coming for you soon.
No worries.
I saw- you-
I'm
I saw you-
resolved. I'm taking care of your friend now. It should be fun.
Yeah, and
I love.
That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Now listen, a lot of you that know me know for the past couple years, my life was all over the place. This is the man that got it together. So I really need you guys to tap in. Adrian, I really need you guys to tap in. This is probably one of the most genuine, nicest, coolest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. It's crazy that he's a lawyer because I swear I just want to go to the club with him or something or go party with him.
That'll happen.
This guy right here showed me what it is to be a good dad. I didn't have my dad when I had my kid. He showed me how to be a better father. And for that, I really do thank you, bro.
My pleasure. Some say the road to heaven is through hell sometimes, and you gotta go through hell.
He said that to me multiple times, and I didn't understand what that meant until I walked through the fire.
Yeah.
Bless up.
No worries. If you need any info, you got my cell phone. You can give me my cell phone. If you need you got my IG. I have a whole.
I got
IG,
you.
Whatever.
I got you. We'll be in contact.
All right. Take care, man.
Bless up, fam.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. We're gonna close it out for episode 5. Baby mamas, I know y'all didn't get what y'all expected. Y'all thought I was gonna wild out on their ass. Nah, we ain't on that on this show. We doing shit a little bit different, no cap. But that's gonna wrap it up. Y'all just met the homie Adrian. I need y'all to smash that follow button. Go follow the homie because he is the coolest lawyer in the planet. I mean the coolest lawyer on the planet. Y'all keep a lookout for episode 6 too. 6 talk, yeah.